System is borked.
Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse where Taz has bricked his computer.
My goodness, Taz, you really are a lucky one, aren't you?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Hey, if anybody's out there and listening in something other than Discord, let me know if the volumes are okay, because I had to power down everything last night and all the volumes reset when I do that. So just let me know.
I just stumbled on the Hagrid for the first time. I think I saw him like napping in his bed in the living room. He
Oh,
never slept there because I'm not there. So
well, as he
it
gets
was
more
just like
comfy, he will move around. Right, Fifi?
he looked so cute. He's just a squishy little ball of fur. He's looking so defenseless and so cute.
That's how they catch us. They get us hooked with that cuteness. Oh goodness, this is all ground stuff. Hold on, we are definitely not doing that one. Let's find a different tune here. Let's go that way, that way. We have a commercial coming up anyway. I'm gonna go through my other tunes and see what I've got.
Old ships. Ugh. All right.
Hey, we're gonna do a watch party tonight for a movie called Atomic Eden. So I'm gonna send out a message a little bit later. It's gonna be on a place
Atomic
called.
what?
It's a bad movie.
Why are you watching it then?
It's from Riff Tracks. So you get to
What?
watch Riff Tracks. Do you not know Riff Tracks?
No.
Riff Tracks is three guys. They were the last round of people who did Mystery Science Theater 3000. And they take bad movies, and sometimes good movies, and add a humor commentary. It's a thing. If you haven't seen MST3K, which would take old, bad science fiction movies and add interesting, humorous aspects. Oh my god, that's all ground too. What is going on here? I've just got ground stuff today so far.
Disgusting.
I know.
How dare.
So 6 out of 12 so far are all ground. Let's see if we got anything on space on this account. Ugh,
So
but at least it's spacey.
So I was flying to Franklin today this morning. And, well, Trish was doing his morning run. So he was doing a lot of elites. And I got 130k on it.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
And I was like, what? And they all popped. They all died, and I didn't die once. And I'm like, wait, Franklin? The Warp 4 Kelvin ship? I mean, Kelvin movie ship?
Have you started using pulsars?
No, I'm just flying with them, and they're running it, so I know that's what my results are.
Also, probably
No,
yours is actually slightly higher because the person parsing is the focal point. Depends.
Well, there were two people parsing, and they had like between 124 and 127k. So I was like, okay. I guess I was closer to the other ones. But yeah, I was surprised that Franklin of all ships, with just it was just a space Barbie. The most hitting thing I had was probably the Maelstrom torpedo, and it's only at the front. The aft is just a standard photon because I didn't want to put another Maelstrom on it due to the angle. And I was like, what? Why? How did I get over 120k on a ship like that? And I was like, okay. I guess I'm glad they took it out of space dock, dry dock.
Well, our last run last night was Hive Onslaught Elite with Graz, me, Drunken Heretic, somebody else from my group, and then a stranger. And I was running the ship that Taz built for me, and I got second right below Graz. We were both in the 300s, the next two were in the 200s, and the last one was in the high 100s. So, I mean, it was a good team, considering it was partially pickup. But I was really surprised at how well my ship does. Would have
Let's
done
see.
better if I hadn't died, but that's a whole different story.
These details.
It's still not the most uh, defendable. It gets a little squishy. I have to deal with the squishy.
Now.
Hey, we got an ad running here for the next 3 minutes. I have one Lucari TFO, Voth ships, just Voth ships, and repair hull in space. Which is not very exciting, but it brings us this Inkethy front if we want it.
I've got Herald ships, 30 of them, and
Ooh,
5 Terran ships, which is blah.
5 Terran ships. Well, it gives us something to do. We can look at it that way. However,
True.
10 Voth ships is just like, ugh. Good morning, Cliff. I am good this morning. I would like to go back to bed, and I will after this. For at least an hour.
Yeah, I wish I could go to bed myself. Still got, like, what? 2 hours until 2 hours of phone time, and then I'm free of all the shenanigans.
Well, the Dockers decided I needed to be up at like 3 this morning. I don't know. Maybe there's squirrels in the backyard. Maybe leaves were falling because we're at that point where the leaves are beginning to fall. And they land on the deck, and there's that little crunchy sound when they land there. So sometimes it bugs the dogs. But we had been out for a big, long walk during the hottest part of the day yesterday. So I was assuming they were going to sleep soundly. Instead, they slept kind of
Unsoundly.
unsoundly. So now they're tired, but so am I. But I have nothing on the mom agenda until we do the movie tonight.
That's good. You'll have some time to just chill and relax.
Yep. So obviously I can't stream the movie, so they have a thing called Teleparty now, because Amazon dropped their movie watch thing, and Hulu you have to buy a subscription, but Teleparty hooks up through Amazon, Hulu, and a bunch of other companies, and it's a free service for the basic service. So I'm not quite sure how.
What does it do?
It just lets everybody watch a movie on your, in this case, Amazon Prime. So I get a movie, I start the movie, invite everybody to the party, everybody can log into that, and they should be able to see the movie. So I'm going to do a test run on this a little bit later. Make sure this actually works. But it's only type chat, it's not audio chat.
Isn't it better to just share your screen on Discord?
Can I?
I mean, that's how people do watch parties on Discord.
Okay, so I just do get the movie, put it on Discord, but don't stream it. Just everybody can jump in and watch it.
I mean, most people will stream it on Discord.
You can't. But if you stream it, isn't that a copyright violation?
I don't know. No one cares.
Really?
It's not detectable by anyone. Like, Discord has no means of registering what you're streaming. They're just streaming your browser, what's displayed on it. They have no means of verifying the source of it.
Interesting.
It's just not streamed on Twitch or anything like it. No one knows about it. It's in a private space. It's like presentation, really. I mean, that's how people do watch parties on Discord these days. I know that's been a thing for years. I know Discords that do this on a daily basis.
Oh, hang on.
It's kind of like, you invite friends to watch a film in your living room, except this is just done remotely, I guess.
Let's see. You can host a Discord watch party by either using the built-in Watch Together feature for YouTube videos or screen sharing your browser or application with friends and voice channel.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go through that.
Less of a fuss, less of a stress. You just need to make sure that it's a browser that is streamable, because some of them will be just like, oh hi, I'm not gonna, you're not gonna properly stream, and that's just the video detection thingy. Best to do that like through Firefox or something like that.
Yeah, I have
think
Firefox.
Opera yeah, that shouldn't be a problem then. Anywho,
Well, I will give that a shot this afternoon and see if that works.
yeah, you can test it out and
Mhm.
see if it works.
Yep.
And then see if you can take it from there.
Because everything I'm seeing on the Discord thing is it's all for YouTube videos.
I suppose people have been streaming everything. I mean, I've seen people do Disney Plus, I've seen people do Netflix, I've seen do just whatever they have.
Oh,
As long as it's not done from a native application, because they have some sort of prevention from their stuff being captured.
the movie
But if it's
is.
done from a browser, it's okay.
I'm answering Cliff's question. The movie is a movie called Atomic Eden. It's a bad movie. Don't worry. It's intentionally a bad movie. We're watching bad
Oh,
movies
that bad.
together.
Oh, that bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that MC Wolfcat's been starting to do watch parties.
Ugh. Excuse me, I've been yawning all morning, and
But actually, you wouldn't have to stream because you could share your screen instead, which you could do as a not streaming thing, just get everybody on the same channel.
Yeah.
Oh, Cliff, of course you've never heard of it. It's terrible. You're not supposed to have heard of it. It's not a good movie. Well, I will do some experimenting this afternoon.
Wow, Star Trek Nemesis was Tom Hardy's 7th film in his life.
Yeah.
It was really at the very beginning of his career.
Oh, yeah, he was young. He was so young.
I mean, you can recognize him, but you can see that this is just a kid.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, still a good actor. I mean, I think he was really good in it. It's just like the role was written crappily, but his acting was on point.
Yeah, the role was badly written. He's fine in it.
I mean, I think the whole movie is just. I think it's just the issue with Shinzon and the entire premise of Nemesis that it's been done by people who really just weren't that familiar with it. Because the writing on paper sounds okay, like the whole premise of it is
The
okay.
premise is
The
fine.
execution of it just shows that there's a lack of personality. Like it was just.
Ooh, Brigga
Very
is rating us
simple.
with a party of 3. Hi, Brigga. Hi, party of 3.
Howdy. And what I mean is just it was very synthetic. It was very emotional.
It was a stretch to make that storyline work the way they wrote it. A better understanding of cloning and other things would have been a lot better. But they don't get it.
Baird, who the hell is that?
Stuart Baird's a director. I believe he's the director who never watched Star Trek.
He had no idea what Star Trek
Correct.
is. What
Yes.
the hell did he direct?
That's a good question.
Oh my god. Okay.
Stuart
Right,
Baird, IMDb.
He directed 3 films in his life.
Oh, he did Skyfall, and he did Casino Royale. I mean, those are
As a
2 good
director?
movies.
Or
Yeah.
an editor.
Oh, editor, you're right. It's an editor.
A
Oh,
little bit different. Yeah.
he was a good
Give it
editor.
his director credit. Nemesis is his last film.
Executive decision. U.S. Marshals was tolerable, in my opinion.
know.
Executive decision was tolerable. It's not great.
Why did someone cast him in a final Star Trek movie
I
with
don't
TNG
know.
crew?
Well, it's the reason it's the final Star Trek movie.
No, they knew that. Actually, I saw an interview with Marina and Frakes.
Yeah.
They said that this would be still the last one. Everyone
Aw.
was like fed up with it. They knew that this is going to be the last one. Why not get it? Get on a high note. Get
Yeah.
a good.
Yeah, leave
director
it.
that- Jeez.
leave it where
Oh,
everybody's like, gee, that was supposed to be the last
irks
one, but
me.
that was so much fun.
It irks me so badly.
I don't think
Ah,
Paramount got it sometimes. Should we go shoot things?
yes, please. He did not. He edited Lady Hawk. Oh my god, I
I
love
love Lady Hawk.
it. So good.
It is so good.
Everything there is just like it should not work, and it worked because like such a straight. It has such a difficult production.
You said you had
With
30 heralds, correct?
yeah, not ecstatic about it.
Yeah, let's do Gateway. Get it done for you.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Yes, Cliff, we said shoot things. Would you like to join us for shooting some things, Cliff? And Taz is back.
Restart again.
They made it worse.
Yay!
Uh-oh.
They made
You
it
made
work.
it worse.
They made it worse, or they made it work?
They made it worse.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so
Wow.
sorry.
Why did he move from editing to directing? He edited such good movies.
Yes,
Although
he did.
he did edit crap as well. I see Tomb Raider from 2018.
Well, editing doesn't make a movie inherently bad, but it can take a bad movie and make it much better.
Well, he did not help the movie. Although it should be told everything was bad about the movie, from the script writing to dialogue writing to CGI that looks worse than CGI from 1999 Mummy. Everything was bad. Ooh, Green Lantern was edited by him. Oof, he did not help that film either. Oof.
Yeah, I'd start deleting things from my resume. We're going to do Gateway to Grethor. Is that okay?
Yep.
No!
What?
Just making noises.
Oh, okay.
Something's happened on his computer and he's
Yeah,
screaming at it. But
something
can't
worse
help
has
it.
happened on this computer.
Oh, he edited The Omen. I love the first Omen.
He couldn't have done the first one. That was like in the 70s?
76, yep. He's
Wow.
listed as an editor. He started editing in 73 with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, a TV movie. And then he went with Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare, The Omen, Superman from 78,
The Alice Cooper thing was pretty good, in my opinion. But I like Alice Cooper.
Lethal Weapon.
Really?
Lethal Weapon 2, Die Hard 2. Tales from the Crypt, one episode. Oh, that's cool. I remember that.
While we're waiting for this, I'm going to add Zinkethi Front to the pool, if that's all right with you.
Sure. Casino Royale, my favorite Craig Bond movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I loved everything about that film. I still have it on DVD and I want to buy it on Blu-ray if I can.
Wee Woo for Zinkethi Front?
We have a Wee Woo for Zinkethi Front.
Okay.
Yeah, Casino Royale was such a good film.
Yeah, and that was great
And it was-
editing on that one to make everything work.
Everything worked. Like, the casting was so superb. Everything was...
And I liked
yum.
how the story moves. It doesn't over-explain things. You have to think about it. You have to figure it out.
Yeah, some things are not so in your face, you know, like some films are overly explaining things,
Yeah.
and the overly explanation is just like, ugh, I'm sorry, I need to vomit. But yeah, here is just like, yeah, it's just right on point. It makes you work with your brain to connect the dots, so it makes you engage with it. There are some movies where they're so self-explanatory that I just literally fall asleep, but that one was just, yeah. Good stuff. Plus the music. Oh,
Music was
David
good on that
Arnold.
one, too.
David Arnold, one of the best out there. He started with the first Stargate film.
Oh, that was
And
good
that
music.
soundtrack was just so superb, so sublime. And for someone who was just still learning, that nailing it with that music on Stargate was such a good starter.
Do you want that bomb?
I don't care. I can.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
All right.
Well, somebody's running ahead of you to get everything all nice and cleaned up.
Someone?
Some, Praka. There we go.
Can't complain.
No. You don't complain when people make it easier.
So there's been a little bit of controversy. You know, everyone hates AI, right? Everyone just despises
not everyone.
AI.
AI is not really a-
Generative AI, anyway. So there's been a bit of controversy around, well, apparently latest patch for this year's second Tomb Raider trilogy that was remastered.
Okay.
Because they've restored a lot of lines that were originally recorded in English, but since they weren't included in the original game release, they were never dubbed into other languages. So those would be just blank lines in English that would be silent in other languages. So they used the voice of the actors in some of those languages, like French and Brazilian Portuguese, and I think Portuguese. I heard something about Italian, but I have no verifiable source about Italian. So the actresses were not notified. They weren't asked. They weren't asked permission. They just shoved their voice into generative AI, and it was just approximating their voice by saying those lines, but you know, robotically, emotionless.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell it's fake. And the French actress reached out to the publisher, and well, her demand with her lawyer is that they withdraw the game from sales.
Oh!
And I'm like, I'm sorry, are you alright, lady? Like, I get to retract the voice lines or pay her or something.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. But like, withdraw the game entirely from sales because this is a bit of a stretch. Like, I get it. French are so protective over the language, which is a fake language, by the way.
But
If
there's
you
no
go
such
back
thing
to,
as a fake language.
I mean, it didn't naturally evolve. It was kind of constructed. It was forcibly assimilated all the local languages, which sounded nothing like French, and was imposed on people. But in 1800s, if you went into all the districts that currently are Paris, they would speak different languages. They would not speak French. But that's beside the point. Like, I get it, but like, come on. Like, the publisher actually, I don't know about the French actress because she's not being forthcoming in terms of whether she's been contacted or not. But like, the Brazilian Portuguese actress was already contacted. They already apologized and they said they're going to remove it with a hotfix within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
But they've already said like, okay, we made a boo-boo. We're going to retract it. We understand. And blah blah blah. Obviously to avoid like going into court and paying for the for like fees and stuff. But like, requiring them to withdraw the game from sales on all platforms, and this is literally everywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I think you're trying to buy too much, a lot more than you can chew, lady. I mean, I get it. I support the notion of like killing generative AI in art, like unless it's like it's something for your reference, then it's okay. If you're trying to learn something and use AI for that, it's okay. But not when you're trying to just replace human factor in art and completely count people out of art and just like, oh, let's recycle someone's style and use AI to do it for us for free, and so we don't have to pay them. That should be killed. That should be banned by every single possible law and whatever else. But,
It's interesting. Somebody did AI for a piece of art for, was it a competition? Might have been for a competition, might have been for something else, but it was, the upshot is there was a copyright against it. Somebody used that piece of art in something else, and the guy sued for copyright, and long story short, AI generative artwork cannot be copyrighted.
Oh, it cannot.
Cannot.
You can benefit from it, and yeah, But that's just if it learned, like, if there's an artist that has a very specific distinct style of their art, whatever it is, and you teach generative AI to duplicate it to the letter. Oh, you got
Wee
paid
woo
for
for
the letter.
gateway?
Yep.
Okay. Wee woo.
And if you teach AI to just duplicate that style and then you benefit from it, then that is just so bad.
But
'Cause
it's. I listen to, old TikTok shorts and things like that. And there's some that I really enjoy because you can tell it's a person, and then the next one might be a completely different concept. And you can tell in the pronunciation, the intonation, everything else when it's AI versus a real voice.
you can tell when you can tell, but I've seen AI stuff that it's
Well,
becoming
even
harder and harder to distinguish that
yeah,
it's
and that will continue to happen. And there is a time and a place for AI because we used it to write some processes for basic functions in some of our accounting software. Just daily stuff, moving things from here to here to here to here. That would suck up time on our part.
Yeah, it would, but yeah.
But you have to be careful because it doesn't have a great sense of correct versus incorrect. Hence, so I Googled something for the watch party last night, and it said, oh, do this. So I went over to Amazon Prime. Turns out that feature's been gone for over a year.
Oh.
But unless you add that to your AI search, hey, what is the current best way to do a watch party? So,
Uh, well, the problem is that this AI in Google is probably going to eventually replace all the results. Like, you want the visibility of companies is just going to be so much smaller if you be looking for specific solutions. Because instead of like showing you the companies that do something that you've searched for, it's just going to show you the summary of what can be done to do it without
but I'm
actually.
already at that point of bypassing the summary because it's just incorrect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I know it's incorrect, why am I even going to bother to look if I'm still
Yeah,
going to
I
have to
got
go
the same.
research all of it?
Sometimes I use, like, if I need to find something on our help webpage, I don't have it like saved. I just type in my company's name and the phrase, and I just want a redirection to our help page because it's faster than like launching it internally. So I will use, like, type it in Google Chrome and it will just open automatically. I'm forced to work on Google Chrome at work.
Mm-hmm.
And the summary actually brings up that those two phrases and does a summary that I know is incorrect procedurally because it's saying some sort of
Oh
BS,
no,
and I'm
Cliff's
like,
dead. Cliff died. Cliff.
oh no, and you were flying the Constitution to Kelvin.
Come back
I
to
thought that
us,
thing was
Cliff.
indestructible. Should fly it more.
Well, not necessarily AI related, but I've been following a couple of copyright lawyers who do really interesting YouTube sessions talking about, things that can be copyrighted, things you can impose on a copyright, i.e., transformative, educational, critique and criticism. Lots of things you can do on something. This isn't elite. This is advanced. It is
Yeah,
definitely not elite. Not in this ship. This ship is not doing elite.
yeah. Plus, it would be very painful here.
But the problem with copyrights is even if it's considered to be fair use, and therefore you can use it as part of a transformative process, that doesn't mean the other side can't still sue you and make you go to court and prove that it's transformative. Cliff wants revenge. I'm sure you can't hear it, but Fifi is snoring.
Aw, this is so cute.
It is cute.
Oh, can't you?
Would have been nice last night to be snoring instead of barking at leaves.
She's asleep. She can't hear you now.
She can hear me. No. I hit the close the portal, but no. No, 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 no. We're not going to do that. Go. That was an interesting angle. One of the raiders came at me almost dead on. It was very interesting because it doesn't usually feel like you're getting hit that much. Yay! Hull healing in space is done. Woohoo! Oh, that was interesting. The audio cut out for a moment from the game.
The game. Maybe
Yeah.
you clicked outside of the window.
It was pew 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 silence. Pew 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 pew. Absolute silence.
That usually happens to me when I click outside the border and it just clicks out of the center of the game.
Let's see. Nope, I'm in the center. Every now and then there's just a little zone where there's no audio. Oh. 13 seconds left. Oops. Interesting. Paramount Skydance is preparing to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. That could be interesting.
Oh, they're big on the purchases.
Pardon?
No, these guys are big on purchasing.
Well,
Going
acquisitions, yeah.
On the purchase spree, yeah. Remember Embracer doing something like that? That didn't end well for them.
Well, Embracer did it because they assumed they were going to be able to resell it super quick. That's what screwed them up. They counted their chickens before they hatched thing. an X-Dreadnought! Yay!
Our troops have landed. We will fight for Kronos.
So let me jump back to that article and see if that's anything interesting while somebody figures out what we're doing next. Oops, that's not it. And of course, as soon as I go to look for it, it disappears.
Look for what?
I need more information on that Skydance article.
Oh.
Warner Brothers, blah, 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 blah.
Adding more sleep. I wish I could just go to bed right now.
Oh, okay. This is just a very tentative thing. They haven't actually started doing anything. As it's described as, the discussion is tentative and no bid has been tendered yet and could still fall apart. Well, I just have some Voth ships here, so let me pull up my last account and see if we've got anything else on the final account, because everything else, 10 Voth ships, let's not bother with that. I can go grab that anytime. Let's see what we've got. By the way, the Universal for the weekend is a random TFO.
Oh my god, he's making it even worse.
Jeez.
Who is? What is? What?
The Microsoft support agent who is trying to do stuff on my computer. Let's try and
Yeah.
install a new CPU driver.
No.
No, I have the newest CPU. There is nothing you can do. Let's try and install. No, stop. Okay, I am reinstalling Windows. Immediately, my USB drive stops working. And now we're trying to solve the problem with moving the install media to the USB drive, and he keeps doing the stuff that I have already done. I'm telling him I've done this.
Yeah. They're not paid to think, Taz. I hate to tell you that. They're paid to follow a list of things to do.
Yeah.
Well, I have disruptor damage in space on my other account. Give me a second here. Let me see if I've got any disruptors.
All I wanted to do was to look at an USB stick and return to my Windows without any hassle.
No. I'm sorry.
That could not happen.
That is not going to happen. All right. Let's kill. I'm going to break up the team here, and I'll reteam us as soon as I get to my other account. And there we go. Honor is restored. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, having the wrong isomags would be a problem. Well, I just need to do disruptor damage, but I don't care on what.
Well, let's look at this 5
Terran ships?
boring Terrans, yeah.
Cool. Let me make a party here, and I will queue us up for some tyranny stuff. Oops. You guys are still teamed. You want to invite me to your team? Peter.
Yeah, team. Lies detected.
Pardon?
Lies detected, we're not teamed.
You and Cliff still are teamed.
Nope.
Did somebody change that?
I just clicked the
You
button.
could have just invited me.
I don't know who's the leader.
Well, we would have found out super fast, wouldn't we? Mine's all ground stuff. You should have an invitation now, Cliff. If you want to join us for Terran's Jupiter Eratus. There you are. That took a minute. I teamed somebody, and the team invitation yesterday was behind all their other things, so they weren't seeing it. That took a few minutes to figure out. Alrighty, I'm going to queue us up for Yipteratis. Because I don't really want to do counterpoint. Let us see what happens. You like counterpoint? Fine, I'll add it to the list here, since we haven't wee-wooed for it yet. There, counterpoint is in the list now. Just for you, Cliff. I don't care. It's Terran's for Chris. So we'll queue up what we can. While I work on my 10 Dyson Sphere Voth ships here. At least it's not 30. Weeboo! Weeboo?
Affirmative.
Weeboo engaged. And here we go.
DS9 to all Alliance ships. DS9 to...
Oh, and I got 8 of my 10 Voth ships. Yay!
That was quick.
Yeah, well, everything was sitting there, and I was the only person there having fun, so yep, easy peasy.
Alliance forces. The station is under heavy attack.
Oh, I wouldn't exaggerate. It's not a heavy attack.
It's mild attack.
If anything, yeah.
I might have to switch over to the phone soon.
Okay.
My computer's being put into...
You're going to switch to the phone because you're going to take a
Install
brick
state.
to your computer. Just
Yeah.
smash it for a while. You stupid machine.
Just don't do Isma.
Isma? What's
From
Isma?
Emperor's New Groove. Don't smash it with a hammer.
I know I've said
Disney
this.
movie Emperor's New Groove with
I-
Eartha Kitt doing Isma.
I have
the villain
not
character.
seen that in forever. Completely forgot
It's
about it.
so good. It's just love it.
A lot of Disney movies are
Eartha
very,
Kitt
very
was
good.
just
Eartha
so
Kitt
good
was
in it.
amazing in
Such
a lot
good
of things.
casting. And yeah, just generally what a character, like as a person, like wow. And I'm glad that they didn't scrap her song, because Isma was supposed to have a song, because the movie completely changed during the production and pre-production. It was supposed to be more classical music, less of a comedy. It was supposed to be like, ooh, she's an evil villain, takes over the kingdom, and the premise was supposed to be the same, that he gets turned into a llama and he's trying to get back his kingdom. But they completely changed the script to what we have now, and I think that was the best choice ever. Because like the comedic genius and comedic potential of that film would have been so much differently weighted. It would have been inferior to what we have now.
Back in the days when Disney knew when things weren't working and fixed them.
I mean, they still made mistakes. Like I don't know who the Hunchback of Notre Dame is aimed at, because it's too adult for kids in my opinion. Too freaking dark. And they still kept it the way it was. They did make mistakes. Like I don't know who in the right mind thought Atlantis: The Lost World was a good movie. It was such a 1994 ripoff. Literally, just an
We only got
absolute
7
awful
portals
ripoff.
closed? Holy moly.
Well, I closed 2.
There's 8. I don't know if I'll get there in 22 seconds or not. Let's see. Nine. 10. We got 10. All right. We're good. Whew. Whee oh whee.
Like it will make the difference what we had.
Doesn't it give you a couple extra points for getting 10 closed?
Yeah, but it's just points. It doesn't like cripple the progress.
No, no. You have to get...
Kerala.
I don't know. I know you have to get 5.
It is a Kerala. Not the best iteration of the Gagarin, but we have it here.
Hi, Lita. How you doing?
Yeah, leader. Yeah, keep yelling. That definitely helps. Not.
Lower your defenses and surrender.
A lot of people loved Lilo and Stitch, and I'm still mind-boggled how that movie was just uninteresting, unappealing. I don't know, it didn't work for me. I know a lot of people loved it, and I
Yeah.
was like, this is such a chaotic, weird movie. I don't know what's supposed to be funny here.
Well, you don't have to like everything.
Yeah, I know, but you know, just like it was weird. Never found it appealing. But then again, Treasure Planet, which was such an amazing film, went so under the radar of everyone and everything. It was such a beautiful film.
Treasure Planet was amazing.
Treasure Planet, yeah.
I have not seen that. I saw it when it came out, but I don't remember anything about it.
It had the concept of star travel, but on ships that looked like sail ships. And they were looking for a treasure from a space pirate of sorts. It was
So-
kind of a blend into science fiction and pirate movie, but it had all the elements and all the pieces blended together so well that you really like it worked.
A villain
It
you
was
really felt for as well.
sorry, what?
A villain you really felt for as well.
Who was the villain?
You mean the captain?
Yeah, yeah.
Was he really a villain? I mean, he was kind of like
Well, he would be the antagonist rather than villain then.
yeah, more than anything.
Disney,
But
I
yeah,
have
the
to say,
story was
sometimes has really good villains. I mean, they're not just pure evil. They're more than that. They're good characters.
yeah. I love when the villain gets a little bit more screen time and we actually get to see the motive behind why they are a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Make repairs.
Still need 100,000 disruptor damage. Oh, I got 3 minutes. I'm fine. I am fine.
DS9's Reliance forces.
Where's my audio?
Yay! We've defeated Tarak Nor. Woo!
So annoying. Sometimes my audio is just all over the place on Discord.
Discord has been having some fun issues. I don't know what's up with Discord. I got my damage. Yay! I am a happy person.
Oh, now it works. I have to reset it a few times for it to work. Because the thing is, my headset has 2 channels. It's one dedicated to the game and one is dedicated to chat. So I
Yeah.
can modify the audio independently on those 2 channels. So I
Right,
can
right.
make you louder or the game louder.
Right.
But for some reason, they put you on the same channel, even though they were output was put to 2 different channels. And I'm like, what? What did you do? How did you do it? So I had to reset it twice. So it actually. Oh, there are 2 channels now. And to remind the headset, like, hi, you got 2 channels. Why not use them?
Oh.
And the headset was like, oh, gosh, darn it! I didn't notice. Yeah, thanks, headset. Still serious? You do good. Headset, but they get confused by themselves sometimes. Gosh darn it.
I have so many fun stories of computers doing something and then people doing something equally silly. Hello,
I just collecting
Satalia.
those fun stories right now.
Satalia says fashionably late Seta is here.
Right at the end.
Indeed, fashionably late. I'm trying to overcome my terrible habit of being on time for everything. First person in. For social events. And people are like, you know, you can be a few minutes late, you can be a few minutes early. It's all fine and dandy. We have a minute
Does it
left
work
here.
for you? If you have an appointment during the day, like let's say at 3 or 4, do you have capacity to do anything before that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example,
Because for me, when that,
go ahead.
yeah.
No, you go.
For me, when I do have that, like I have a doctor's appointment for,
Mhm.
let's say at 3,
Yeah.
then I will sit on my hands the whole way.
Oh,
I
no,
can't
no.
think of anything else. And my entire day is reserved for that thing. I just can't have anything
I
else.
used to do that, and it completely messed me up because I'd get so hyper-focused, and then you'd go in and out, and you'd be there in like 30 minutes max, and more often
Yep.
10 minutes. It's like I wasted my whole day for that. So, for example, Tuesday next week. Oh, now I die. Now I die. Thank you. I have an appointment at 8, I have an appointment at 1, and I have an appointment at 6. And I did that deliberately so I can't sit there and fret about any of them. Though none of them are bad, they're just tedious. Is Mom caught up with SNW? I will be by the time I'm on tonight, but we're not doing a show tonight, so. We are going to do a watch party tonight. We are going to watch Atomic Eden. But I'm not sure if we're going to watch regular Atomic Eden or if we're going to watch the Rift Traffics version. I have to send a message off to Drunken Heretic to find out what we're planning to do, since I have access to both of them.
Yeah, I want to be caught up with it because I heard good things about the new episodes, and I dig this season. I really liked it. I think it had these moments like the previous episode from last week was so Trek episode. It was just like, yes, give me more of that. Just reminded me of those TNG episodes and stuff like.
I know Satalia said she
just
wasn't blown away by the 10th episode, and Sav loved the 10th episode, so.
I mean, I've heard both opinions on the whole entirety of the season, so I'm not.
It's had its
bothered by it.
moments. It's also not had its moments. There's.
I honestly bought almost literally everything in this episode in this season.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Yeah, we have.
I may have not cared too much about the. I mean, I think I liked more the stuff that happened outside of the holodeck than I cared about what happened inside the holodeck episode. It was like.
Yeah, the holodeck episode.
sorry.
Some people loved it, and it just was. It's
I
fine.
mean, I love that we had an episode like that because it grounds up the element of that Starfleet was experimenting with the holodeck technology way before TNG, and that's fine. I like that kind of lore building element. I just didn't care for the premise inside of the holodeck. It was just like it was a little bit too much trying. Besides, we already kind of had the same thing with Data.
Yeah, but I know where they were going with on this one. They had a specific purpose in mind, so.
I know. It's just still like that could have been probably achieved by just not writing us a clone of Data thing when he wrote himself a program that was a little bit too smart for him. I was like, yeah, it's okay. But overall, I didn't mind it. I like the lore building. Again, I do like that they even lay the grounds for like why Voyager managed to run a holodeck even though they were low on power supply, because it is independent power source. Was designed specifically for holodeck, and they even used that in Picard season 3. So there's still a grounds up for something that happened later that we know that took place, and that was element of the lore, and that was fine. As I said, I love La'an. I think she's great, but I couldn't care less about that specific storyline inside of it. Oh, we have a raid. Do we?
Yes, we do. We have Break the Box TV rating us with a party of 6. Good morning, Break the Box. How's everybody doing? Finishing up a couple of Voth ships here. I hope. I just need 2. That's all I need. Just 2, please. I'll tell you in a moment.
Oh, just done my last endeavor for salvage.
Oh.
Last CFO gave me enough salvage to.
Yay. Hi, Terranectomy. Hi, Break the Box. How's everybody doing this morning? Yay, I got my 10 ships. Woo! I'm doing fine, except the dogs got me up at some ridiculous hour this morning. So I'm in dire need of 2 more cups of coffee. But not doing that. I've learned my lesson. We are not doing more coffee. Well, since people joined us, would you guys like to do one more something? Rather than us being rude and going, hey, thanks for joining us, we're leaving now. I have nothing. Cliff says, I got a nice screenshot of the other Connie too. Sweet. Ship porn at its finest. Break and I also
What
had 10.
other Connie 2?
In the fight, I assume? In the last one? My dog is quite mad when I play this late. He knows that when the stream light goes out, it's time for him to go out. Break the Box at 8 p.m., or give or take 5 minutes. My dogs will come up here and look at me going, you know, it's time for our, I have to say this word quietly, snack. And they'll just give me the look, and about 8 o'clock, the little one will be like, fine. Which is why I started going on an hour earlier. One, it's easier for Chris and Taz and people over there to be able to join us without it getting obscenely late. But also it lets me do an hour more without the dogs going crazy. Satalia says, no more coffee. This episode is not brought to you by Grounds and Hounds. Actually, this episode is brought to me by Grounds and Hounds. This is a cup of Nude Beach. Thank you very much. Well, take your dog out. My dogs are ready to go, but I'm going to wait for the sun to come up because it's still dark. Chris, what do you want to do?
I don't have a preference. I can do whatever.
Okay, let's find some...
No, not the frog. Shut up.
The frog? Oh, no.
This
Yeah.
is in the Federation.
No. I'm over at New Rom. It's always easy. Let's see. What do we want to do? We've been doing a lot of...
I was there, but I needed to go to Space Dock to do something.
Okay.
Ugh.
We have been doing the same ones way too much. And no, Taz, we are not going to do Borg Disconnected.
Well, he's kind of not.
He can't join
against,
us,
I
so
don't think
that's...
he's suggesting it. Yeah, that's why he's sitting quiet. Says he would totally shout that out.
When he's on leash, he's protecting you. He is in protection mode. When he's off the leash, he is in social mode. I now take an extra t-shirt with me, and when my dog's on the leash starts to go into protective mode, I put the t-shirt over his eyes so he can't see the other dog and he calms down. He's gotten much better since we started doing that, to the point that if it's a dog he knows, he's fine. He can see that other dog and we can just go sniff, sniff, sniff and walk on. We're not real good at dog park yet. We're working on that one. Let's see. We won't do that one. How about we go a little to Defensive Starbase 1. Does that work?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Defensive Starbase 1 here. Just for fun.
Wow, they really blew the ship out of proportions.
Wee woo?
Wee woo. I was pretty sure the Connie 2 is fairly similar size to the original one, but no, it's actually blown bigger. Hull is bigger, the pylons are bigger, the nacelles are bigger. They're supposed to be a refit.
Break the box. My dogs have always lived in houses till last year before last, when we had to go to an apartment and then a townhouse while I was trying to figure out what we're going to do down here in Indy, and discovered really quickly, boy, that doesn't work for my dogs. It doesn't work for me either, because the get up and take the dogs out versus open the back door into the fenced-in yard when it's 5 below zero and there's 4 inches of snow, and I have to get dressed and the dogs are doing the dance of wild anticipation at 5 in the morning because they need to go pee. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, the dance of wild anticipation.
Yes.
So apt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ooh, sweet, yeah. My criteria for the house was 1, it has to have a fenced-in backyard. 2, there has to be a house.
Very little criteria.
Yeah. Well, the first 3 places we looked at, the fences existed, but they all needed to be redone before we could move in, and that's like an extra $10,000 before you move in.
What?
Yeah. For
yeah,
a big
they
fence, yeah,
usually-
about 10,000.
Yeah.
Because you got to dig out the old fence and put in a new fence. These were in bad shape. But the house that I bought has a very steeply pitched roof, because that's the style here. But the previous owners had blown out one of the interior walls, and in the space between where the wall used to meet the ceiling, they moved it back 3 feet and made this little private kids room. And I thought, oh, a playroom just for the dogs. The dogs hate it. They will not go in there unless I'm in there. It's just like, ew.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe it smells.
No, it's brand new carpeting. I had it repainted, and I repainted it. It's nice. It's amazingly warm. So in the winter, it's actually one of the warmest rooms in the house. But they just don't like to go in there.
That's a shame.
That's okay. I turned it into a storage space for all my crafting stuff, so it actually gives us even more insulation. So now the next room, which is now the reading area, is my warm room.
Vengeance with bowl support ships, sentry vessels. Interesting.
I found a
Keep
hole in
forgetting
the
that-
Voth ship. I was stuck inside the ship. I got stuck inside a Borg cube. I have no idea how I got in it, but I was in there.
Wolf 359.
No. Guillotine.
Oh yeah, that.
And a same
That
thing
crafting.
in, what's that new one with the fusion cube?
Royal Flush.
Yeah, Royal Flush. You can wind up inside one of those cubes by accident.
They've done that with those Borg new arc when they introduced TFOs with Borg structures that you can get your ship embedded into. They did the same thing with the Wolf 359.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I haven't done it yet. Break says I got stuck inside a dreadnought once. Even after it blew up, I couldn't move. Yeah, just because it blew up doesn't mean it stopped existing in the game.
Oh, that's probably a bug because the physical objects should disappear.
They should, yes. But sometimes they don't. Surprise.
Zenkati Front, I'm looking at you. Not only does the station stay physical, like you can
It
fly
blows
into
up and then
but
it comes
also
back.
returns.
Yeah.
You can see it, so you really get stuck in it and you can't get out.
I like this tune's name. Tim E. Traveler. Great name. There's stow in these bugs, not bugs in stow. Oh, so true. And yet we still love it. So as I said, I'm
Thanks for
still
the-
hemming and hawing on whether I'm going to do a booth at Star Trek Las Vegas next year. A stow booth, that is. Didn't do one for the last 2 years. And I'd have to take the dogs with me. Because I'm not going to leave them at home for a week. That's just mean. Actually, 2 weeks.
Aim for the bugs, stayed for the stove. What? That went wrong.
What'd you do?
I'm starting to be obsessive over the new pulse phasers. I literally put them everywhere.
They're very nice, aren't they? I have pulse phasers.
They look so good, like from the ugliest, worst depicted weapons, as we had them for years. They turned them into the most best accurate and best looking weapons in the game.
They are
It's like,
nice.
and they really perform well too.
I have the pulse cannons on my good ship. And I love them.
Well, pulse cannons always looked good. They did not have the need to be fixed. But the pulse phaser beams, oh, those look good. And you still can have the tickle monster though, because the previous pulse beams, they kind of look like tickle hands. They just jump to the other ship and they tickle it. Which is kind of
It's
hilarious. But
kind of a cool thought. Wouldn't that be... If they did it deliberately, that would be amazing.
I mean, they kept them deliberately for the other weapons that are the... they came with the Gold Razor. I can't remember the name of those phasers, but they looked like the pulse phasers, but they updated the pulse phaser, but they kept those. So if you want to have a tickle monster, you can still have that, because they kept both visuals. It's just for two different weapon types.
Which one do you
They
say?
look so fun.
Pteronectomy tickle phasers?
You do say that? Tickle monster, tickle phasers? Yeah, whenever I run the World Razor, and that is canonically running on those phasers. Obliviating, are they? I think they're the
Oh, yeah.
obliviating ones. Yeah.
Or somebody called them
Name-
once the obviating, and I'm like, that's not quite the word, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting.
I totally call them a tickle monster build when I run that ship and those phasers.
I have not
I
opened
mean, they're
my World Racer
great.
yet.
Ah, you would love it. Probably the best performing version of the Galaxy.
Well, I'm being my usual OCD self, and Each toon has to completely level up every single ship before they get their finest ship done, with the exception of Zahn, who got the Acheron because I needed it.
Impatient. I need everything at once at the same time.
Yes, absolutely.
I cannot wait for stuff to like complete.
Oh, the stow inside the bugs? Yeah. Or we could requote Janeway. There's stow in those bugs?
Nebula.
Yeah, well, I know in the nebula, but I was trying to get my
They're storing those bugs.
plurals correct, or incorrect.
There's bugs in the stove. Oh, it's interchangeable, really. Sometimes the balance shifts. Not often. But
Take care, break. Go enjoy your doggy walk. And, oh, sun's coming up. Which means I can take the dogs out before it hits 80 again today. Though I will say, walking the dogs at 80 after it being 40 on Monday morning, they were tired, I was tired.
still nicer. It's cool. It's cooled down here significantly. It's chilly in the mornings, and it's okay during the day, but it's not getting into the heat at any point. So I'm glad for that. I'm glad that autumn realized its time.
Yeah, well, the 80s was like, it's not quite autumn. A little reminder there. So Talia says, Mom, there's a difference between needing something and something you want, nay, need. No. That's like in the morning, I need coffee. An hour later, I want coffee. 3 in the afternoon, I need coffee, or we're not having a show.
I'm really surprised that you don't like Janeway. Her whole personality was all about coffee. Whenever you talk about coffee, I hear Janeway channeling through you.
More likely, I'm channeling through Janeway. I think I got here first. I'd have to go check. She might be slightly older than I am. All right, so I'm going to get out of
She
here.
wasn't born yet, so you were first.
Yes, it's all on me. It's all on me.
She took it from you.
Yep. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I will send out a message on Twitter and Blue Sky, even though not too many people use either anymore, that we are going to do a... Yeah, I know, but not too many people do. That we're going to do a watch party tonight. But I'm going to experiment with whether we're going to do it just by my sharing my screen or whether we're going to do it as Discord or what. I'm not quite sure how we're doing it, but we'll figure it out. So everyone, have a wonderful morning, and as we like to say around here, stay Moopsy.
Moopsy.
Who are you?
We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.